हेलो दोस्तों, बिगनर्स पॉइंट में आपका स्वागत है और अभी हम कर रहे हैं करंट अफेयर्स। फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर सीतारमन कॉल्स फॉर राइट बैलेंस बिटवीन रेगुलेशन एंड फ्रीडम टू डिपेंड competition. Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman today said that a right balance is needed between market regulation and freedom, especially as India increasingly relies on domestic growth levers amid rising geopolitical and environmental challenges. While addressing the 16th Annual Day of Competition Commission of India (CCI) in New Delhi, the Finance Minister noted that in recent years the world has witnessed a series of wide-ranging ranging disruptions, making the need for strong, responsive, and forward-looking institutions. She emphasized that India's ongoing structural reforms, such as asset monetization, disinvestment, and digital public infrastructure, are all geared towards unlocking market potential and deepening competition. Highlighting the role of CCI, the minister said the Commission has played a key role in keeping competition alive in the market and ensuring a dynamic Indian economy. She added that CCI's ability to strike a balance between regulatory vigilance and a pro-growth mindset will be crucial in building a resilient, equitable, and innovation-driven economic framework as India aspires to become a Viksit Bharat by 2047. Union Minister Prahlad Joshi launches Depot Darpan, Anna Mitra, Anna Sahayata apps. Union Minister for Corporation, Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution Prahlad Joshi today launched the Depot Darpan, Anna Mitra and Anna Sahayata apps in New Delhi. The apps are aligned with the government's aim of advancing the country's food security through digital innovation. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Joshi said the apps as a tool of e-governance will help in modernizing the agricultural infrastructure and public distribution system of the country. He also said that they will foster increased efficiency, service quality, infrastructure, and operational efficiency. Mr. Joshi added that the apps will also facilitate transparency and accountability through the latest technology. He also reiterated the government's commitment to provide every benefit to the individual standing at the end of the line. The Depot Darpan mobile app will allow supervisory officials to track warehouse performance anytime, anywhere, supporting better decision making. It is integrated with smart warehousing technologies, CCTV surveillance, and IoT sensors. PM Modi to unveil 26,000 crore projects in Rajasthan on May 2020 2022. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will dedicate to the nation multiple development projects worth of 26,000 crore rupees in Bikaner, Rajasthan on the 22nd of this month. These projects will play a vital role in enhancing railways, roadways, power, water, and the new and renewable energy sectors. During his visit, the Prime Minister will inaugurate 103 redeveloped Amrit stations in 86 districts across 18 states, union territories. He will also flag off the Bikaner-Mumbai Express train. Over 1,300 stations are being redeveloped with modern facilities designed to showcase regional architecture and enhance passenger amenities under the Amrit Bharat Station scheme. The Prime Minister will lay the foundation stone of the Charu-Sadolpur rail line and dedicated to the nation Suratgarh, Pahalodi, Fulera, Begana, Udaipur, Himatnagar, Pahalodi, Jaisalmer, and Samdari Barmar rail line electrification projects. In a major boost to road infrastructure in Rajasthan, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will lay the foundation stone for the construction of three vehicular underpasses, widening and strengthening of national highways. He will also dedicate seven road projects in Rajasthan. The road projects worth over 4,850 crore rupees will facilitate smoother movements of goods and people. The highways extend up to the Indo-Pak border, enhancing accessibility for security forces and strengthening the country's defense infrastructure. EAM Jaishankar calls on Dutch PM, conveys PM Modi's greeting. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar called on Netherlands Prime Minister Dick Schoof in the Hughes today. Hoax today. In a social media post, Dr. Jaishankar shared that during his meeting, he conveyed the warm greetings of Prime Minister Narendra Modi to the Netherlands Prime Minister and thanked him for the Netherlands' firm and resolute stance against terrorism, appreciating Dick Scoof's commitment to taking the India-Netherlands partnership to newer heights. The minister assured that teams from both nations will work hard to achieve these goals. Union Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan urged participation in Viksit Krishi Sankalp Abhiyan. Union Agriculture and Farmers Welfare Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan today urged vice chancellors, professors, and students to join the nationwide campaign Viksit Krishi Sankalp Abhiyan, which is scheduled to commence on the 29th of this month, addressing the Conference of Vice Chancellors of Agricultural Universities and Directors of Indian Council of Agricultural Research (ICAR) Institute in New Delhi. The minister added that the primary focus of the government is to promote science-based agricultural transformation, calling ICAR the temple of agriculture. Mr. Chauhan said that the direction of research will be decided based on the farming of the farmers and their needs. He stressed a few areas that need to be looked at. These includes increased production, reduction of production cost, diversification of farming, sustainable agriculture. He added that the joint effort of central, state and agricultural institutions across the nation will help in the growth of the agricultural sector of the country will pave the way for making India the food basket of the world. Eminent astrophysicist Doctor Jayant Narelkar passes away at 86. Renowned astrophysicist Doctor Jayant Narelkar passed away this morning at the age of 86 in Pune. Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis paid tribute to the departed soul, remarking that with his demise, Indian astronomy has lost one of its most prominent pioneers. He stated that Doctor Narkar eliminated India's science-driven identity and demonstrated the significance of astronomy. Deputy Chief Minister Ajit Pawar said that Doctor Narkar worked tirelessly throughout his life to instill scientific principles, rational thinking, and a scientific outlook in the younger generation. Mr. Pawar emphasized that he had a unique ability to explain the mysteries of science to children in a simple and accessible manner. He added that with his passing, a radiant star dedicated to the spread of knowledge and science has faded from the nation's scientific sky. Delhi CM inaugurates Delhi Games 2025 at Talakotra Stadium. Delhi Chief Minister Rekha Gupta officially inaugurated the Delhi Games 2025 today at Talakotra Stadium in New Delhi. Speaking on the occasion, the Chief Minister said that the Delhi Games will play an important role in identifying and nurturing athletes for future national, Commonwealth, and Olympic level competitions. Ms. Gupta also highlighted that the Delhi government has doubled the sports budget and increased the prize money fund fourfold. She emphasized the government's commitment to promoting sports talent and developing world-class sports infrastructure in the city. Delhi's Sports Minister Ashish Sood also addressed the gathering. He said that the sports department is taking all necessary steps to strengthen the sports ecosystem in the capital. He added that with the nation aiming high for the Olympics, it is the right time to start preparing athletes to reach that level. Indian Navy to induct 5th century inspired Stitch ship in Karnataka. The Indian Navy will induct a traditionally built ancient stitched ship at the Naval Base in Karnataka tomorrow. Union Minister of Cultural Gajendra Singh Shekhawat will preside over the ceremony as the chief guest. The staged ship is a recreation of a 5th century ship inspired by a painting from the Ajanta caves. The construction of the staged ship was carried out using entirely traditional methods and raw materials by artisans from Kerala, led by master shipwright Babu Sankaran, who executed thousands of hand-stitched joints. Unlike any modern vessel, the stitched ship is equipped with square sails and steering oars, which are entirely alien to modern-day ship. The hull geometry, rigging, and sail had to be reimagined and tested from first principles. The combination of a stitched hull, square sails, wooden spars, traditional steering mechanism makes the vessel unlike any ship currently in naval service anywhere in the world. पीएम मोदी to inaugurate 103 अमृत भारत स्टेशन फ्रॉम देशनों के, ये भी देख लिया था. Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri to brief MPs ahead of India's diplomatic outreach on Operation Sindoor. Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri will today brief members of all party delegations being sent abroad as a part of India's diplomatic outreach on Operation Sindoor. Earlier, the government had announced to send seven multi-party delegations to various countries to present India's firm stand against Pakistan-sponsored terrorism. Out of these, some of the groups will be briefed by the Foreign Secretary this afternoon. India receives WHO certification for elimination of trachoma as public health problem. India has been awarded the certificate of elimination of trachoma as public health problem by the World Health Organization (WHO) at the 78th World Health Assembly in Geneva. This recognition is a testament of India's sustained efforts in disease elimination, preventive health care, and commitment to ensuring health for all. On October 8th last year, the WHO declared that the Government of India had eliminated trachoma as a public health problem. India also became the third country in the Southeast Asia region to reach this public health milestone. The government has taken various steps under the National Program for Control of Blindness and Visual Impairment (NPCB6) to eliminate trachoma. India sends humanitarian aid to Afghan refugees as Pak continues mass deportations. India has stepped in with humanitarian aid for thousands of Afghan refugees' families as Pakistan intensifies its mass deportations. According to the Afghan Ministry of Refugees and Repatriations, India sent essential food supplies to about 5,000 Afghan families recently forced out of Pakistan. The aid, which included 11 types of food items, was distributed through the Kabul office of the Directorate of Refugees. Maulavi Abdul Kabir, the Afghan Minister for Refugees and Repatriation, expressed gratitude to both the government and the people of India for the continued support. He also urged other countries and humanitarian organizations to increase their assistance for displaced Afghans. SC to hear petition today challenging Buff Amendment Act 2025. The Supreme Court will today hear petitions challenging the constitutional validity of the Buff Amendment Act 2025. The court is expected to consider interim direction on three key issues, including the power to denotify properties declared as Waqf the courts, Waqf by user and Waqf by deed. The second issue raised by the petitioners related to the composition of state Waqf boards and the Central Waqf Council. They argue that apart from ex officio members, only Muslims should be allowed to serve on these bodies. The third issue challenges a provision which states that a property will not be treated as Waqf if after an inquiry the district collector finds it to be government land. Union Minister Manohar Lal showcases India's clean energy progress. Union Power Minister Manohar Lal underscored energy security as one of the most pressing global challenges of our time. Leading India's delegation to the BRICS Energy Ministers meeting in Brazil, the minister showcased India's clean energy achievements. He highlighted India's decade-long progress in expanding power generation, boosting renewable energy, advancing green hydrogen, and improving energy access. The minister stressed the need for deeper cooperation among member nations to ensure economic stability and sustainable development. Reaffirmed he reaffirmed India's commitment to energy efficiency, green hydrogen, nuclear energy, and biofuels. The meeting concludes with a joint commitment to strengthening energy security, tackling energy poverty, and supporting sustainable development. The BRICS minister also called for stronger partnerships backed open, fair, and non-discriminatory international energy markets, and encouraged the use of local currencies in energy trade. US counterpart discuss interim trade deal, Union Minister Piyush Goyal. Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal has said that he has a good discussions with his US counterpart, Howard William Lutnick, towards expediting the first tranche of India-US bilateral trade agreement. The talks come against the backdrop of both countries exploring the possibility of an interim trade agreement arrangement in goods ahead of finalizing the first phase of the trade agreement by October this year. Mr. Goyal is leading the team of senior Indian officials to Washington for discussions from May 17 with their US counterparts on the trade agreement. Appreciate Netherlands' strong condemnation of Pahalgam attack. E.M. Jaishankar in the huge. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar has appreciated the Netherlands for its strong condemnation of Pahalgam attack and support for zero tolerance against terrorism. Dr. Jaishankar's remarks came as he held discussions with his Dutch counterpart Casper Veldkamp in the Hughes yesterday. The External Affairs Minister is on a 6-day visit to the Netherlands, Denmark, and Germany. Government launch revamped OCI portal for improved user experience. Union Home Minister Amit Shah launched the new Overseas Citizen of India (UOCI) portal in New Delhi yesterday. The new portal will provide enhanced functionally, advanced security, and a user-friendly experience for the existing over 5 million OCI cardholders and new users. On this occasion, the Home Minister said that India is continuously striving to provide world-class immigration facilities to the OCI cardholders. He said that a revamped OCI portal with an updated user interface has been launched to simplify the registration process for overseas citizens. Mr. Shah also emphasized that many Indian origin citizens reside in various countries worldwide, and it must be ensured that they face no inconvenience when visiting or staying in India. India's ambassador to Israel says it's high time Pakistan hands over LET GM chief. India's ambassador to Israel, J.P. Singh, has said that it is high time that Islamabad hands over the chief of Pakistan-based global Islamist terror organizations Lashkar-e-Taiba and Jaish-e-Mohammed to India. In an interview with the Israel's TV channel, Mr. Singh highlighted that these Pakistani outfits have been involved in innumerable terror attacks on India, including the heinous April 22 Pahalgam attack in Jammu and Kashmir. He said the root cause in these two groups, Jaish-e-Mohammed and its leader Masood Azhar, and Lashkar-e-Taiba and its leader Hafiz Saeed. Mr. Singh also asserted that Operation Sindoor, launched by the Indian Armed Forces on May 7 in response to the Pahalgam terror attack, is paused or not over, adding that the fight against terrorism will continue. In response to a question on the suspension of the Indus Waters Treaty (IWT) by India following the Pahalgam terror attack, Mr. Singh said that the treaty was signed in the spirit of goodwill and friendship. Speaking about Operation Sindoor, Mr. Singh stated that The India forces destroyed several terror launching pads and killed over 100 terrorists. He emphasized that it was only after the Indian retaliation that Pakistan panicked and reached out to India, and consequently, both sides entered into a ceasefire on May 10. GAM celebrates 8 years as world's largest public e-procurement platform, CEO Mahir Kumar. Government e-marketplace (GEM) has emerged as one of the world's largest and most efficient public e-procurement platforms, setting new benchmarks in accessibility and affordability. The Chief Executive Officer of GEM Government e-marketplace, Mahir Kumar, said this while addressing a press conference in New Delhi on the occasion of the 8th Incorporation Day of GEM yesterday. Mr. Kumar added that GMs has onboarded over 10 lakh micro, small and medium enterprises, 1.3 lakh artisans and weavers, 1.84 lakh women entrepreneurs, 31,000 startups. He said, in just 8 years, the GM has emerged as a transformative force in public procurement, scaling unprecedented heights in both volume and value, and has evolved in a robust digital ecosystem. VP Dhankar begins 3-day Goa visit. Union Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan to inaugurate Agri-Conference on Convergence for Action. Agriculture and Farmer Welfare Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan will inaugurate the annual conference of Vice Chancellors of Agriculture Universities and Directors of ICR Institutes in New Delhi today. The theme of the conference is Convergence for Action, Shaping Agricultural Research, Education and Extension for Viksit Bharat at 2047. During the event, Mr. Chauhan will also chair a high-level panel on reimagining the National Agricultural Research System (NARS) for India's long-term development. The Agriculture and Farmers Welfare Ministry, in a statement, said the event will bring together key policymakers, thought leaders, and academic experts to deliberate on strategic reforms needed to strengthen the country's agriculture innovation ecosystem. Robust judicial system quintessential for democracy's survival, VP Dhankar. Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar has said that a robust judicial system is quite essential for the survival and blossoming of democracy. Addressing a book release function in New Delhi, Mr. Dhankar said investigation all over the world in the domain of the executive and adjudication thereof is the domain of the judiciary. Referring to the Justice Yashwant Verma cash row, the Vice President emphasized for a speedy investigation into the matter so that the truth comes out. He also stated that it is time to revisit the K. Veeraswamy judgment as the genesis of these impregnable cover is a judgment imparted by the Supreme Court in the K. Veeraswamy case in 1991. He also said that there is a need to protect the judiciary and we have to ensure the judges of the countries are not made vulnerable because they decide fearlessly. On the remarks of Chief Justice of India, Justice V.R. Gavai, regarding protocol, the Vice President's adherence to protocol is fundamental. और इसी के साथ करंट अफेयर्स आपकी हो जाती है समाप्त।